So today we're going to be talking about, can you really change yourself in 6 months? So as you all know, it's July 1st. One whole half of the year just got completed, and most of us, or most of them out there, would be just waiting for this remaining 6 months just to get over and wait for the next year, 2026. But we gotta realize that time is just something that we intend to keep in our mind. Every year, we wait for that time, and we then plan our goals, New Year resolutions, and things like that. And we fail on that like miserably after 2 3 months. So you need to have a different mindset. And what I'm talking about is, now it's a new month. You have 6 months left in 2025. So we can adopt a different mindset. And what that means is, you can think of it as, uh, you can also, I like to think it as, it's a new year. So I would consider each month, maybe I sometimes think it's a new year, and I would just, like normally people will do the New Year's resolution. So I would try to have the goals, but I realized that more importantly, systems provided that support the goals would be more helpful, and that's what would sustain those long-term goals and even make them last, and even grow them into even bigger goals. So one key thing is systems, and if you understand the concept of that, you will be able to do anything in a way where, even though there's failures or you're not able to achieve the goal that you want, you'll be able to stick on to it for a long time. And I think most of us just have those goals, and if you don't stick on the systems, then it will be very difficult to just stay on track to accomplish those goals, because systems help us just keep going. And it's like we have a routine, and that's how, when there's those setbacks, failures, and down moments, we're able to utilize those systems to achieve our goals. And yeah, it may be difficult at first. I'm still getting used to incorporating systems, but up until now, I realized that systems are really key. And quite some time before, I only thought we had to write down the goals and just focus on that and do everything we can just to accomplish that. But that was very, like, it burned me out, and I would just give 200% of my energy, and that would really waste my energy and time, and the planning would not be so systematic. So systems came into place, and that was very key. And I think you can incorporate that in this next 6 months. Also, this waiting for the 2026 is like we have the procrastination in our head, and that's like we're waiting for that year or that moment. But we gotta realize there's no perfect time, there's no perfect moment, and we just gotta take action, just start now, and that's what matters. It's all about the mindset. And I think if you're able to just change the way you think and tackle the things that you need to do in a different way, and especially today, July 1st, it's a perfect day to start now, even if you're not ready. Like, there's sometimes when I'm not ready and I'm not able to do things, but just when new month or a new day, we get a new perspective and things are going better than normal. And I think if you try to focus on that, new month comes in, this is your chance. You have to consider this year as two parts, and within those parts, split it again and split that into 1 month. So, like 6 months, split those 6 months into the 3 months, then that into 1 month. So, right now, we got a fresh new 6 months, and you can just have the goals and plans what you need to do for the 6 months. And I think if you can break down that into 3 months and that into 1 month, it will be very systematic, and you'll have those short-term goals with the long-term goals. And I think that's what both of them coupled together will help you achieve the success in what you want to do. So, hey, Ashwin, hello, Adarsh, 56 here. So I've been talking about this last 6 months, and it's so vital that you have to take the action, and you have to do the thing that you would normally put it off. You would normally just do it in the beginning of the year. And I think you just got to realize, if you take the action now, like, the chance of doing something difficult now is more, it's more, because you see the, it's a new month. So I think you can have the new mindset, and with that you can take the action. That's going to be really powerful in changing the way you do things and the outlook that you have on all these goals and how you do it. And I think, like, especially when you get a new month, when you get this time, it's like realization that it is the end of the year. It's like now it's the last 6 months of the year, so you can get that awareness, and you have to shift the normal perspective of doing the things after when the year comes, and start doing it now, and that's what matters. So Saurav P, hey bro, hi Saurav, proud of you. Keep going. Thank you so much. And the main thing that you need to have, we all know, it's a discipline, just to keep going. And I think to last very long in what we want to achieve and those long-term goals, we need to have that discipline. And yes, we realize that the 6 months, there's only 6 months left, and that concept will be motivated. And I think the motivation won't last, it won't last, and you just need to be disciplined. That's the most important thing. And I think if you can stay disciplined, do the hard work when you don't feel like it, when you're tired, when you want to or feel like doing something else, but you stay focused on this and the goals that you have, and just stay true and aligned to that, then you can definitely have short term and long term gains, which will really help you in succeeding in these last 6 months. So another key thing that we need to have is the mindset. And what I want to say is, the victim mindset is so detrimental, and that is just everything that happens. We blame the environment, we blame the other people, we blame our parents or our neighbors or things like that, and that's what's gonna ruin our success or ruin our future. And we have to shift that mindset to an open mindset or growth mindset. And what that means is, open mindset is where we have it's like a clean slate, and in that there's no opinions or judgments, and we allow the thoughts or other people communication, they're talking, and whatever they say just goes from one ear to another, and we don't hold that, we don't judge that. And I think if you can have that open mindset in, especially when you're talking to people, you allow them to talk, you listen with an open mindset, and when they're talking, you don't have, like, you don't talk, but also you listen, and you don't have any thoughts of the conversation that you want to lead. So most people, they would listen, but they would have something that they want to talk and to speak about in the next moment, and that is not being present. And I think if you want to truly be present, what I do is, when someone is speaking to me, I try to do this most of the times. And when someone is speaking to me, I give my 200% in what they're saying. This have my ears so focused on what they're saying, and have no thoughts, nothing when they're speaking. So when they're saying those words, I give the energy, I put my mind to those words. So when someone is speaking, each word they speak, I have the energy on that word. So that is so powerful, because then we're staying present, and we truly understand what they're saying without any judgment, without any thoughts that we have. And this allows us to have better and meaningful conversations. We'll be better at listening to, then we can have better, after they talk, we can just have a better mindset of what to speak after, because of the open mindset. And that's very key. And I did struggle with just thinking about what I want to say next, and this would not properly listen to what they're going to say. But I think it's so key just to be have an open mindset while people are speaking, and we can improve the listening skills, the awareness we can improve. What you need to do is, each word they're speaking, you keep your mind and awareness on that word as they are speaking. And when they're done with the speaking, then you speak about what you want after that. And that will really help you. That's the open mindset, and not just in conversations or talking. You can also do it in anywhere, anything. And when you do anything, the when you try something new, you can, there may be judgments or like that, opinions, but try to have an open mindset and have a new, fresh, positive outlook, so you can get more positive results, and that's what matters. And I think if you can try to do that in these next 6 months, it will be very helpful. And if you want to grow, then this is a growth mindset. So growth mindset and open mindset, if it's both coupled, then you can really transform your life. And that's just a subtle mindset shift that you need, from the victim mindset to these two, open and growth mindset. And what the growth mindset is, that we're so focused on this improving and learning, and just every opportunity we try to grab that opportunity and tackle that. And even though it may not work for us, we try to do that. So Ashunke says, yeah, these 6 months are gonna decide if you're gonna be successful or not. Yeah, I think that's so. Yeah, no excuses anymore. Yeah, I think that's so true, because time is just keep on going. Technology, social media, AI, everything is just coming, and if we don't be updated and just stay focused on what we got to do and our passions and our goals, then we're just thinking that we can do it later. But when you reach that moment, something else comes, and who knows when something unexpected happens that can change everything, and that's really gonna be detrimental. So you got to take action as early as possible. Yeah, like Ashwin K said, no excuses anymore. Already, if like each year they say that, even in the beginning of this year, even now, it's high time. No excuses, because you got to realize if you want to achieve the goal that you want, because you can. And some people think they're not able to achieve that, and because of that, they just don't try to do it. And I think if you can visualize yourself accomplishing that, even those big scary dreams that people judge us for, you can just write them down, visualize it every day, listen to music and visualize it during meditation time or going to before going to bed. And those visualizations will really help you into giving more belief into your dreams, and then you'll be so much more motivated, disciplined to take the action to tackle your goals and dreams in these last 6 months. So, and if you guys have any questions, comments, anything, Ashwin K, Sauropi, or Adarsh 56 here. So, another key thing is your mental thought pattern, and that's so key because you have to just shift and just reprogram how you think. So when we're living now, we'll be just thinking like how we were maybe in the beginning of the year, and that is not what is required for this rest of the year. And so we definitely need to reprogram our thoughts in a way that we can achieve the things that we want and all the goals that we have, and definitely take a step by step, and know that this is the best time to take the action. And if you're going to try, go all the way and give it your 200%. So Ashwin K says, ask, what's your opinion on people starting YouTube channels? Is it too late? So like, I'm not a really successful YouTuber or something. I just have around 300 subscribers. So anyways, if people want to start this YouTube channel, I think first you have to realize why you're doing it. Is it for your business or like a passion, or you want that to be a business? So most of you, if you already have a business, then you can just start making YouTube channel. And I think it's never too late because you already have the business, and then you just need to get started on that. But if you're doing it as a passion, I think it's very high time now. And like, there's a report saying that the creator economy is going to be doubled in the next 2 years. By 2027, there'll be a trillion dollar industry by the 2027. So it's high time. If you start now, there's high scope for you guys. And if you're doing it for passion, just you can just start it out and see how that goes. And if you have a business or a job on the side, then who knows, this may maybe blow up, and that can just change everything. So you can't be scared to start, or you can't just think it's too late. You have time and you can start today. definitely today will be the perfect day because it's July 1st, and what the doubt that comes in is maybe recording a video, and like the perfectionism comes in, and like the editing should be edited, the thumbnail, the video, how should it look, the lighting and all that. But you got to realize that first video is going to be horrible, and if those people who have those businesses, if you're making videos on that, you already know that it's going to be horrible. And your business, so it's easier, right? You have the knowledge, you have the camera presence skills, but if you're doing a passion, it's going to be different. You don't know the niche, you don't know what you want to talk about, you don't know if you want to show your face. Like for me, when I started out, I didn't show my face. I was really scared to show my face, and now I'm not scared at all. And I think the first video I did was just showing some of my self-help books. Second one was some similar edit. After that, 2 3 AI edits, and then the fifth or so video was me speaking. And during that moment of recording, there's huge amounts of doubt, pressure. I was sweating as hell, and it is really scary. And I posted that video even though I didn't look that good. The speaking was not good. The even I accidentally put the music way too high, and you would not be able to listen to what I'm saying properly. But I realized that that was a key moment in realizing that I could just improve communication from that moment onwards. And now I'm just after I posted that around March 2000, March 20th in last year, and that's now it's more than 1 month, 1 year, 3 months, and now I can just speak here live without filler words, without some filler words, and I guess I have the body language, and I'm able to communicate for 22 minutes, and like I'm not. There's some initial doubt, but I'm able to speak, and hand movements are there, and definitely sometimes I wonder how am I doing this, speaking this, but I just got that today. I didn't even plan for this live. I just had an initial planning of this normal day, and I was just reading a book, and I just suddenly got a vision that I need to speak. I need to communicate what I want, and I decided I'm gonna go live. Most people would just think about it again and again and again, and they would just kill that idea. But what I did was I was like 3 2 1, I'm doing it, I don't care. And after I forced my mind to realize that I'm gonna do it, then I knew that there's nothing getting in my way from doing it. That's when I realized I'm gonna give my 200% in this live session, and that's how I was able to just have a good session. And even though there's doubt in the beginning, I think it's just like Ashwin asked, you got to take the action with the doubt, with the fear, when there's hesitation, when there's pressure, and then only then you can be molded into the person that you want. And I definitely am not like this, speaking like this in one day. I've been speaking for so long, and I never knew I could do this. I never knew I could speak, do podcast, or do things like that. But you just got to realize what content can do for you. And content is so key. It can help anyone. You can just post a video of how the day was, your learning lessons, some story or vlog or something about the business, and then you can see the changes. It's only when you take the action, the first video, after one video, you get a whole new perspective. And those of you who don't have a YouTube channel, like especially if it's showing the face. Uh, I'm not a successful YouTuber or anything, but I did multiple videos showing my face and podcast too. So I think I have the right to say that you have to just take the action, and only then you will know after posting your first video how you will feel about that, how you will see the different perspectives after you post it. And then you realize that is the best decision that you made. And I still remember the day, February 29th, 2024, 8:45 p.m. I think 8:45, 9 p.m. around that time. I just got a that time I was no podcast, no videos, no YouTube, no nothing, just nothing. And that time I just had some small feeling that I need to post these books. I have so many self-help books, so I just wanted to post that. And I quickly grabbed all of them. And at that time, I even had that feeling where if I get an idea, I need to execute it. I need to take action on it. Just like today, the live, I just planned it around 7:30, and I just quickly implemented it, and that's how I've been able to speak for long. And like I said in the self-help books, I quickly got the idea, I implemented it, and from that moment onwards, from that video onwards, from that day onwards, it has led me here. And I just want to say that if you have a gut instinct, you have to take it. And I've been learning more and more that if you reduce the time of when you get an idea and just implementing it, if you reduce that time, there's a higher chance of success. And that's because your fear of trying new things will reduce. Because once that fear reduces, you'll be able to try more and more ideas in different ways, different methods. Then if you try 100 ideas, 99 will fail, or 90 will fail, 9 might work, 1 will succeed. And that's what you got to remember. Just take that action. Especially, yeah, if it's a YouTube channel, you got to take that action. Just start posting your video. And maybe it doesn't need to be a public video. You can just put it as a private video and WhatsApp that is, and then post it. But what I suggest is, for me, I just want to implement it as fast as I can. And I think if I take a video, and or if for those guys who want to start in the YouTube channel, just take a video and just post it and just close YouTube for like 2 to 3 days. Don't even look at it. Then you forget about it. When you look back, you see you got like 200 views. Then you're like, oh my god, 200 people watch my video where I am so bad at horrible speaking, and it's not so good at my first video. Then you get the motivation, then you get the ideas, then you want to implement more and more. And I'm telling this from experience. That time I did not implement as fast as possible. I did not take the first video of me showing my face as fast as possible. I wish I could. I wish I could have done. But I want to tell you guys that if you just post that first video, and then after that you will see the changes, and then you'll continue. Ashunke says, yeah, just like the quote, if you're walking through hell, keep moving forward. Yeah, that's so true, because it doesn't matter what the circumstances are, what the surroundings, what's happening outside. It's all noise. And no matter how difficult it is, no matter what happens, you have to keep moving forward. Because do you ever see the clock stop moving? The time stop moving. Time always keeps going. So we have to be like that. And even if down low moments, if failures occurred, if we go through depression, we got to realize that if you just stay in bed and do nothing, I mean, the quote literally says if you're walking through hell, keep moving forward. You don't need to do anything, just move your body. The physical aspect is so important in just shifting the mental aspect when you're mentally low. So when I'm mentally low, I just stop everything, just go for a jog, listen to music, or do some push-ups. And that just helps me so much because the physical body, just the energy that I get, just helps me rejuvenate my mind, and I'm able to get better emotions and mental health, just improve my mental health. So you guys have any questions? Ashunke, Adarsh, 56 years, Saurav P. Any questions? Another mindset I think we should have is you have to blame everything on us. Everything is your fault. And this is totally the opposite of victim mindset. Victim mindset, you blame everyone. And I did have that many years ago. But I shifted that into the open and growth mindset, and also just blaming me. And if we blame ourselves, we take accountability for the actions, even though some things it was not done by us. But if you do blame us for everything, then we'll be more accountable in the times that when we don't feel accountable when it was our fault. So Ashwin K asks, is work-life balance important? How do I do it? Um, so work-life balance. I mean, I think in the beginning, if you want to, like, if you have those big goals and if you're focusing on this one thing, then there's no work-life balance. There's no balance. You have to be balanced with the unbalanced, and that's going to be really hard, and that's going to be difficult for most of the people out there. But those top people who's focusing on just business and doing very much focus on their goals, you have to be unbalanced in the beginning. And it's like you have to focus on that one single thing in the beginning, and after that, when you're getting that considerable success, you can just slowly reduce it, and maybe instead of prioritizing that fully, then you can incorporate like relationships, fitness, productivity, like productivity relates to work-life balance. So you can just balance all these areas. But in the beginning, I think it's very key just to attack that one single thing that you're working on. And yeah, that those times will be difficult. People won't be there to support you. Sleepless nights, pressure, depression, hard times, doubt. And but if you get through that stage, through the unbalance, then you can balance the unbalance, and then you can maybe slowly shift into the work-life balance. And I'm not there yet. I'm still doing Ashwin K asked, so how do you do it? So I said I've been mainly focusing on this YouTube and podcasting, social media, content creation. So I've been mainly just focusing on that, and maybe 80%, and the other 20% I would be giving my efforts into maybe fitness, improving communication, relationships with family, friends, and most important thing is having the a singular focus and being or having an unbalanced life. You have to have an unbalanced life if you want to reach where others will not be, or if you want to have what others don't or will not have. And that unbalanced, many people don't like that. Many people do not like the unbalance. Like they just want everything balanced and give time and energy for each small thing. Yeah, those people, it's important for some people, but there's some people out there that, like, I prefer unbalanced. I enjoy that, even though it's difficult, even though it's there's doubt, pressure. Like right now, it's live, right? So with this pressure of people watching me live, I can make mistakes, and you guys may think that because of that, it made me more difficult for me because I can just get the doubt or hesitation or something like that. But I feel more confident speaking live than doing normal videos and doing podcasts, and that's because it's like when there's pressure on me, like if I'm playing any badminton or football or cricket or anything, if people are watching me and they give the pressure, if they boo against me, then that motivates me. And especially now when people are watching live, the pressure is there, and I think a little bit of pressure won't hurt for anyone. And those people in those unbalanced life, they will have huge amounts of pressure, and they're able to live with that, work with that, and go with that. And I think initially most of those people will have those unbalanced lives for a long time, and they're balanced with that. And then after that, once it's a certain point, then they don't need that unbalanced life, or they've been doing it for so long that they're normalized with that. They're just habituated with that, and that just feels balanced. That feels like if someone else is doing work-life balance, this is unbalanced. It's balanced. This unbalance is the work-life balance for them. It's similar, and yeah, for different people it's different. But I believe unbalanced life in the beginning, people who have the big goals, big dreams, you can achieve them with this unbalanced life. And it's like there's too much noise. I mean, you can only hear my voice, but what I'm talking about: social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, technology, news, politics, all that, YouTube, everything is it's noise. And what other people think, judgments, it's noise. And if you have the unbalanced life and you're so focused on the particular goal or for your business or whatever dream you have, then I think that you can, if you cut out all the noise, you need to cut out all the noise. And if you cut out all the noise, like someone said that, how do you achieve a success or something? You just remove all the distractions. If you remove all the distractions, if you remove all the noise, then what's left is the goal, is the dream. You have achieved that, and after you get to a certain point, you'll be mastering that skill of just removing the distractions, removing what's not necessary for you. And if you realize that you have a small temptation of, oh, I'm gonna check that, or oversee thinking, or I'm gonna talk about that, some it's not aligned with your vision, your goals, and that's not gonna do justice to your future self. You gotta realize that this current state is you in the future. That's I forgot what I say. I saw this comment. Sotahub says hi. Hi Sotahub. Can see you should light if there's a new later. Yeah, I should put some light. Yes. Is it better now? Sotahub. Sotahub, do you have any questions? Any questions? This is the next 6 months are very key. So you have any questions? Fasil Kareem, how are you doing, man? I'm doing good. I just love your contents. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you watching it. And I guess this ask any questions in the live sessions. You can just questions. I would love to answer that because I'm a person who can do well under pressure, and I think you can see that I've been improving. And even though live is a bit difficult, can you guys hear me? Sorry about that. There's a internet problem. It's got disconnected. One hour. Can you guys hear me? Okay, so how to manage. I watched your videos from Rasiki. Oh, thank you so much, and that means a lot. And if you can, I mean, this is the best time. If you have any questions, just ask. So, what are you doing? Sorry about that, bro. There's this internet problem, and I just got disconnected. Sorry about that. So, if you do have any questions, comments, or anything, just do put play. Oh, enter in the chat. What's your channel about? I'll check it out. What's the topic? Oh, okay, nice, nice. You have gaming plus yeah, like nice edits and blog, right? Yeah, and you're about to be 1K subscribers, right? When you started this, 1 year, nice. 104K. Share your bro. I don't play any games. The only game I play is chess online or maybe sometimes in real life. I don't play any other games. I mean, the biggest game is the game of life. That's the real game. We have to upgrade ourselves in reality. Just go to the gym, build a muscle, earn money, do business, change the world. What do you do? What is it? Can you be more specific? I don't understand. What's your favorite? What What are you talking about? You have no muscles, muscles, right? Yeah, I don't. Even though I go to the gym, I don't have that much muscles. What about you? Do you go to the gym? Sort of. No, no, no. I can't do exercise live right now because it's about to be my bedtime, and I have a routine. I go to the gym in the morning, and around 6:30 to 7:30 in the morning. That's my gym time, and maybe in the evening I play some sports. Other than that, I don't do exercise at night. What an excuse. I mean, I could do, but I don't want to do in front of the camera. I mean, sometimes I do like 10 push-ups before going to sleep. So I just get that energy and it's easier to sleep. Maybe next time, next session, I'll do a live, maybe workout session at home, like home workout. I think that's what you meant, right? Anyways, today it's almost time it's almost been 1 hour. So if you have any questions, self improvement related, you just waste your time doing live. Oh, okay. 57 minutes wasting my time. Really? Huh. I mean, I got to improve doing nothing. I mean, I don't know if you've been in the previous like session in today's session, but I think I've been communicating what I had in mind and just speaking what I have to say, and I think that's improve my communication too. And you may see it as I'm doing nothing, and you could have your opinion. That's fine, but I'm saying I can feel that I have practice of communication, and that really helps me just doing the live again and again. You go to the gym, sort of. I would need some advice if you're going. Doing nothing, only sitting. I mean, if you have any questions, I'll answer that. Or otherwise, I'll just talk. Sort of have. Okay, you just waste your time. You thought you do really good, but you not. Yeah, it's the truth. It hurts, but I gotta do what I gotta do, right? I mean, now I just about to stop doing this live session because it's about to be the 1 hour. But in the beginning, I had been talking about the last 6 months of this year and how you need to just be locked in and focus on that. You're not going to go viral this type of video. Like some people have the aim of going viral, but for me, that's not the purpose. Like I don't care how much views I get. If one person watches this video live, that means a lot to me, and I think I can just be while speaking to them, the pressure's there, and I can just improve the communication. What is your purpose? So I was reading this book, okay? Which chapter? This chapter. So I just reached a point where it said, uh, "There's no way to rush this process." Like, um, you're talking about purpose, right? So this is talks about when you're about to go into a or do a purpose, have a purpose, and you may not have found it yet, but I think. Oh my God, what's the? I just help you what you're doing. I see, but you not seeing you what I see. To be honest, I didn't understand what you said, so if you could say that clearly, would be better. Okay, I think I know what you said. You're trying to help me with, yeah, I understand you have like more success in YouTube, almost 1,000 subscribers. Not saying anything against that, but I just didn't understand what you're saying. And yeah, you said like I think what you're saying is that what you're saying that I'm not able to like understand that, right? In my head, there is nothing. No. Then what do you mean? Can you please tell me? Sorry about that. Got disconnected again. Okay. So I think that's it for today. Just want to say that these last 6 months of this year, take the action that you want. Know that there will be doubt and obstacles in our way, and you just gotta realize that once you take that first step, then you can only know what's possible after that. And today's a perfect day to start. You can just do it and have that plan in the both long term and short term. And I think if you can use both and couple both of them together, have the systems to incorporate with the goals, you can definitely achieve what you want. And I just want to say that the vision is so key. And it says here, it's important to open yourself to a vision of what is next. And during those times that you cannot just have the distractions or the noise, social media or anything like that, you just need to go retreat and just go alone and have nothing. So we get that new thoughts and new ideas, and that is so key. And I think if we can take some time to do that, we will want to implement the things that we will have in mind. And I think if you can just try a retreat or try a dopamine detox or just take a break from some things, you can get those new thoughts. And regularly, if you do that, you can get those new ideas and implement what you want. And if you can do that as fast as possible, these 6 months you can be productive and work as hard as possible to achieve what you want. So, hello, shout out Saurya Rana. So I'm about to end the session. If you have one question, I'll be answering that related to fitness, achieving goals, discipline, motivation, anything you have. It's about to be 1 hour, 10 minutes. I've been talking about the last 6 months. Yes. Okay. What's your question? So I love answering questions, so I'll be doing that to the best of my ability. So Saurya Rana says, I have a question about how I can stay more disciplined. I'm in school and want to get good grades, play sports, and also start a side hustle. So that's a very good question. So first of all, we need to prioritize the key things that you want to do. And I see that you have the studies, sports, and also do the side hustle. So those are like 3 or 4 areas, and it will be very difficult to equally focus on all of them. So you have to give each one separate priority and how much focus and energy you're going to give in that. And with that, when you have the awareness of that, like how much you're going to give for each, studying, playing sports, or starting a side hustle, and with, you got to realize how much time you got, because you're in school, how much time available you have each day and the weekends, and you got to plan that out. And after you get the awareness of that, like which is the most important for you, like exams are coming, so you got to study for that. You got to reduce the sports and side hustle. Sports maybe in the weekends, side hustle when you're free. You have that awareness, then you can incorporate the discipline, and that's very key. Because if you can be disciplined in these 3 areas that you want, and if you're consistent in it, then you can be like have a work-life balance or achieve success in these 3 things. And yeah, in the beginning it's going to be difficult to just balance these 3, because you will be tied to, for example, like if someone throws 3 tennis balls at you and we try to catch all 3, we may try to uh, catch everything, all the 3 balls. But then in, because it's difficult to catch three, we may lose all. But pretend someone throws only one tennis ball, the chances of catching that is like 95%, 99%. Only if you're so horrible at catching. But similar to this, you have to give either the studying, sports, side hustle, assuming studying is the number one priority, to give that the top priority, and then the other ones, sports, side hustle, below that. So prioritize that and have that awareness in the long term, throughout the year, throughout the months, and then you can plan the steps that you need to do, the actions that you need to take, and you can try to be disciplined in those things. Because then if you have a setup where that you just fall back onto that system, then you can try to be more balanced with these three things. But in the beginning it will be very difficult. So just give more priority to the top priority, top most important goal, and then see how that's going. Then add one more, then add a third goal, similar to like someone throws you a tennis ball, you catch it, you get good at that. They throw two balls, catch that. Then after that, three balls, you catch three, and you're able to balance that. That's a great answer. My main priority is the side hustle. I'm 13, so I don't have much academic pressure. Nice, bro. You understand. Thank you so much. And okay, so studies is not the top priority. So that means you want to do the side hustle. I mean, do you have any side hustle in mind? I mean, if it's like the best one that comes to me is, for me, it's oh, you're learning video editing. Okay, that's nice. Um, so you will need to spend some time in watching other video editors, their videos, watching like great video edits, maybe taking a course, or in YouTube there'll be free courses video editing. Practicing, that's very key. Practice, um, then practice, and just keep on making the videos, and then rewatch it and see the mistakes and how you can improve that, and then incorporate that in the next video. And like if you don't have a plan of how you're going to take this video editing to the next level, then it's like if you don't have a plan of where you want the ship to go, it won't go anywhere. So you gotta have a plan of maybe if you don't know what you want to do with this video editing in the next 5-10 years, maybe just have a plan every week what you're going to do. Like maybe weekdays you don't get much time, weekends you can spend more time in the video editing, and just be more focused into that. Watch videos, watch other people who's better video editors, and try to just make those edits, even though if it's not great. Just put yourself out there and see what it can lead you to. Definitely, only if you try it, then you can know. So I hope I answered your question, Sauria and Rana. Yeah, maybe you can. Yes, bro, amazing. Thank you so much. And I think this, especially today, you can just focus on these next 6 months and give priority to video editing. And maybe there may be pressure from parents and other people, neighbors, family. But if you love doing that, if you're doing it as a passion, and if you just enjoy the process is the most important thing. And if you enjoy the process, then maybe you should do more. You, you should spend more time just video editing and practicing on that, because that's very key in realizing the potential that you have as a video editor, or maybe any other skill that you may pick up later on. What's your goal, by the way? So my number one goal is to improve communication and the ability to articulate my thoughts and ideas, and just to speak more convincingly. And I think doing these live sessions, I'm able to improve communication, but this that's just in front of camera and in conversations, communications improving. But public speaking, I do get that nervous fright on the stage. So I would like to improve that too, and that's all part of improving communication. So like communication, this can improve everything, any area of your life, relationships, work, college, studies, school, YouTube, public speaking, like whatever profession job you have, communication is the number one skill that you need to excel in that. And once you realize that your communication is not so great, once you have that awareness, then you can be obsessed with mastering the art of communication. Thank you. I mean, I would never imagine me speaking like this so confidently live. If you see my previous videos that were recorded not live, and this hesitation and body language not there, communication is not so great, and I've been not able to maybe express myself in a great way. But I believe that for me, when the pressure's on live, and I can just spontaneously say it, and once I just um the thought goes, the thought of me going live, that just goes off. I'm just able to. I'm in the flow state right now. Like nothing can just stop me from communicating the way I am right now, and like speaking is good, and I believe it's clear, and I am improving through these live sessions. So thank you about the comment. Any last questions after answering Saura Rana's question? I'm getting more motivated to answer more questions. Where are you from, by the way? I'm from Kerala. Yeah, Kerala, Kerala. Yeah, yeah, in southern India, Kerala. Okay, nice. Any last questions you have? Because when I do these live sessions, I give my 200%, and I'm able to just answer the questions I have, and I'm in this flow state. And definitely, if you miss out the questions now, this I'll be doing these maybe weekly, and you can join those sessions later. No, that's okay. That's thanks for the time, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do check out my podcasts. Those are very high value, and you can just gain a lot of knowledge. And I do a podcast called The Dash Show, and I just call inspiring guests and talk about like fitness, leadership, and communication, business. Recently, I have done one about career advice and job marketplace like that. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for when did you usually live stream? So the live stream. I don't know if you're here when I said the reason why I did this live stream. Like I'm a person when I get the ideas, I implement it as fast as possible. So I had no plan to do this live stream until like 7:30 in the night today, and then I started at 8:30. So all the live streams will start at 8:30 and will be around till 10 p.m. But the day, maybe I may from next time onwards, I may say it one day before. But sometimes I just get the idea and just do it and go live. So sometimes when I feel like it, I just do it. But anyways, I'll try to do it once a week. Maybe next week I'll try to do it, and yeah, that'll be really good. So I'm just enjoying these live sessions so much better than those normal videos. Podcast is really good, but this is just for me to just communicate what I want, and I think I can definitely improving each time, and I can give more value to you guys. And as you can see, I can just be able to answer the questions that you have, and I just love doing that. And that's it for today. And hope you guys had a nice session. For me, it's really wonderful talking, sharing about what I had in mind today and answering your questions. If you only if you're there, if the audience is there and you're asking questions and getting involved, that sometimes these questions don't me, and when they do get asked, some knowledge, the untapped knowledge, arrives, and I'm able to say that. So, yeah. So I think that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you probably next week, and yeah, I'll be updating you in the community um, tab, and otherwise, like unless I don't have the idea of just doing it and doing a live session. Other than that, yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Just want to give a shout out to thank you Ashwin K, thank you Others 56CR, thank you Saurav P, thank you Fasil Kareem, thank you Sauria Rana, and thank you. This is one other guy who joined. I don't know. Thank you for the other guy too. So thank you guys. This is a really wonderful session. Hope to have more like this. Better and better ones are on the way. And just want to say, start taking action and know that you gotta consider this as a new year in July 1st. It's just change the calendar and put it as January 1st and take action like you would do as a new year. And I think that's the only way. You have to change your mind, force your mind to change and do what is required. So thank you guys. Bye. Have a nice day and good night.